So good morning or good night, depending on where you are, and welcome to another album review of the Shield on a Couch. I'm your host, Hector, and today, joining me on the couch, I have again Senorita Sabrosura. Senorita, how are you?
Good, good. How are you?
I am sore. For those of you that are watching, I just came from the gym, and the personal trainer was a sadist, and
She
and she
took
abused me.
advantage of you.
She took advantage of me. But yeah, I'm fine, and I'm here to talk about a brand new band or a newer band that is considered a super group, and they're called Boy Genius, and they just released an album last Friday called The Record, and we're here all to talk about it. So I'm gonna show the artwork really. Here you have the artwork for Boy Genius. So yeah, this is a band that Senorita Sabrosura told me, oh, we need to talk about this band. There's a lot of buzz. And I didn't know them, but there's one of the people in the band, Phoebe Bridges, who I actually have heard her solo material. What do you think of this band, Senorita?
Well, I didn't know the band before. I only knew Phoebe Bridgers. I really like her last albums, Punisher. So I was watching Daniel Johnston tribute, and I really like the song that Phoebe Bridgers picked on that tribute. So I started searching for more things from her, and that last album is really good. I also watch KXP with Lucy Dacus. The other one, Julian Baker, I don't know her, but I'm gonna now find more music because I really like her songs in this album. I think it's like a perfect match. They complement like really well the melodies, the layers, the harmonies. Like you can feel that they have a really good chemistry and a really good friendship between them.
Yeah, and I like that, they each share like singing duties. Like you can tell that someone else is singing one song, and like I knew like when the Phoebe
Phoebe
Bridges song, I
Bridgers.
think I knew them because I've heard her before. Uh, but yes, it's really interesting. This is really like if you look the word in the dictionary of like an indie album, this is the
Yeah.
perfect example of an independent rock album. It has some rock, it has some folk. It's like the type of music that I would be like in a coffee shop, like listening to it. It's like this is a funny comparison. It's like you remember Friends. If Phoebe from Friends had actually any talent, it would be this band.
Yes.
So
Yes,
yeah,
but I find them like really refreshing because they're really young, and young people are like more into pop and hip hop. And for me, this is like really refreshing because they're like really good singer songwriters, uh, and you can feel like they have some sensibility.
yeah, and I love it that they named the album The Record. It's
Yes.
It's like, okay, here you have it. Here is the record. So, yeah, a lot of buzz with this band. And this is 12 songs, 42 minutes in length. And yeah, so yeah, I enjoyed it as well. It's something that I usually don't listen to. So, you took me out of my comfort zone to listen to this. But yeah, I'm glad I did because I quite enjoyed it. So, now we're going to talk about our favorite tracks. So, Senorita, tell me why you like the 12 tracks.
Well, I like the 12 tracks, but I pick up some for me were standouts. The first one was True Blue. I don't know if because that was the first song I heard. I really love the lyrics here, the vocals, and uh Lucy, she shines here, like she's front and center. Like other songs, like you can hear the three of them and you don't know which one it's singing, but here you know it's Lucy. Like, and she sings really well. And I like the lyrics. It says, "It feels good to be known so well. I can hide from you the way I hide from me myself."
Yes, it's like there's some deep stuff and there's some great lines on this album in songs. Uh, so yeah, that's a great song. What other songs stood out for you?
The other song I really like, it's "Not Strong Enough." This is like the perfect example of how these girls, women, are listening to old stuff, and that's why they're so good. Because this song opens like with a guitar that it sounds like very Johnny Mitchell, but then it's switched to a New Order vibe, and then the chorus it feels like very Sheryl Crow, but they do a reference to The Cure with the "Boys Don't Cry." Like we're listening to "Boys Don't Cry."
Yeah, you know what? When I saw the name of that song, I actually thought that was a cover song for Sheryl Crow because she have a song called "Not Strong Enough" to
Strong
like
enough. Yeah,
yeah
but this is "I'm Not Strong Enough."
yeah, and I can tell you, boys cry. I almost cried today.
And another of my favorite, and I think it's because of the story, is the Leonard Cohen song.
Oh, I was
Um,
gonna ask you about that song because you mentioned him a lot, and
yes,
I
Leonard
don't know a lot
Cohen
about Leonard Cohen.
yeah, he's one of my favorite singers. He had an amazing voice, an amazing career for many years. Um, and like if you like music and you know about poetry and good music, you know Leonard Cohen.
Oh, there's
And
a line
even
on
though,
that song that's hilarious.
yeah, even though this is the shortest track, I found it like really good. And the story behind the song is that these three girls were in a car, and Phoebe was telling them, "You have to listen to my favorite Leonard Cohen song." And because they were listening, they missed the exit, so they
Oh,
had to drive like an hour
oh
more.
my God.
Yes, but it was good because now we can spend more time.
Yeah, but
And
there's a line on that.
for me, that happened. That happened to me, like because we were distracted listening to a song or talking about it, like we miss an exit.
Yeah.
But at the end,
That,
it's better because you're spending more time with that person that you wanted to listen that song.
yeah, and there's a line on that song that it says like we're like writing horny poetry. That if like when I heard it, it made me laugh. So yeah, so
Yeah, I think that's a little nod to Leonard Cohen because he was really funny too in that way.
yeah, no, it's interesting. Is there another track that really stood out for you?
Oh, and of course, and we're on this week that it's gonna be Good Friday and everything. I like Satanist. uh, that song here is lead by Julian Baker, and this is like a heavier riffs, like a rock.
Yeah, I like that one a lot because it started like more heavy metal. I'm like, yeah,
Yes, and I like the lyrics too. It says like, "Would you be an anarchist with me, sleeping cars and kill the bourgeois?"
it's there's some great lyrics to it. So yeah,
And
I
my
think
last one, "Anti-curse."
yeah, that was good too. That was like near the end, right? And it's
Yes,
a little bit like
this is like another rocker. Like I love the thrashing guitar, the drums. Like here, like you can feel that they're pushing their sound and experimenting.
yeah, I agree. Yeah, cool song. So for me, I liked songs like "Cool About It." I thought it was cool. She's like, I think in that track there, she said they're singing something like I'm trying to remember the lyrics. It's like like you mean a lot to me. or something, and we don't have to be cool about it, even if you're like, it's like, I'm sick of you, but let's be cool about it. So I thought it was kind of funny. Then you have songs like Emily, I'm Sorry, which is more like a ballad of the album.
Yeah,
And
I really like the video of that song. The
yeah,
video
I
is
didn't see
very
that
cool.
one. I saw the video for Not Strong Enough,
Okay.
which is another, is I think that's the most commercial track on the
Yeah.
album. It's like the most accessible, but at first I thought it was a Sheryl Crow cover, and it has like those Sheryl Crow vibes a little bit. It's so
Yes.
hard, and so I think it's a like it's the most commercial song on the record, to be exact. And I love The Satanist also because it started more rocking, but then it like mellows out. But when it
Yeah.
started,
What do you think about the closer? Letter to an Old Poet.
that was like too mellow. I don't know, for a closer, like I wasn't like a huge fan of that one. It's not bad, but I think
It's a really good song, but I think it would have worked better in other place, not as a
yeah,
closer.
yeah,
Because
and
and for me, this song, it seems like a Phoebe Bridgers song, not a Boy Genius. It reminds me of her album Punisher.
yeah, yeah, it kind of does, yeah. So the last track that I really enjoyed was "We're in Love," and that one hits in the feels because there's a part like it says like, "Oh, we're in love," but like you have the power to break my heart. So yeah, it's like for the feels, you know. So it's relatable, but something that I like about this record is that I think it's even though it's indie rock, I think it has some variety to it, especially the lyrics. We were talking uh, like earlier through WhatsApp, talking about the album before we reviewed it, and you told me something like very interesting, that you feel like a lot of these songs, they sound like they're reading from a diary.
Yes.
And then
Yes,
you told me
it
you
feels
can
like
understand because you're not a girl.
like a teenage girl, like singing what she wrote in her diary or what she's confessing to her friend. And you told me, and then I listened to the album again, to the record, that you feel like sometimes they're making up the lyrics. And
It sounds like that.
in the song Emily, I'm Sorry, she says that. Like I feel like I'm making it up as I go.
Yeah, it sounds like there are these like I thought of like the Phoebe character in Friends, like singing and just making shit up while she's playing the guitar. Uh, so
Yeah, but you know when you're writing on your diary, you're making up stuff too, like remembering, and then some your memory is not as
yeah,
good
Senorita
as
Sabrosura, I hate to break it to you, but guys' diaries are not that deep. We're not very deep. You can ask your husband to see if he had a deep diary, but I can tell you I did not. But yeah, it's an entertaining. It's different. So now, so we talked about the tracks and what we like. So what are our final thoughts and scores, Señorita Sabrosura?
Well, for me, I recommended this to you because I really like it. I think it's a great record, the record, and and I think it's a great record, and it's well produced, and it's not only good because right now sad songs are trending. Uh, and there's a lot of people listening to lo-fi, folk, pop music, and but this album has all that, but also has like outbursts and rockers and loud moments. But I think it works and it's good because they complement each other, and like they give a space to each other. Like, okay, now it's your turn. Now it's my turn. Now it's all together. And it feels like sort of magical too, because for me, like we always think like, oh, all good music is in the past, like, and it feels refreshing, like have this young people making this music, and it works.
Yeah, no, it does work. So what's your score?
I give it an 8.5.
Nice. So yeah, so my final thoughts. So this isn't normally the type of music that I listen to, but I'm telling you, it's great. It's like a drink your coffee, try to chill, relax type of music. I really thought the vocals for all three were super strong. I like the lyrics. There's some lines in every song that some made me laugh, some hit you in the feels, and it feels like a flowing of ideas. So it would be interesting to see this band live. And something that impressed to me, even though they're free solo artists who apparently they're very successful in their own right, it doesn't feel like there was an ego. It didn't feel like this is Phoebe Bridges band and company. You know, it felt like a band.
Yes.
And sometimes when you make a super group, sometimes it's not that easy because not everyone gels, but they do gel. So in terms of a score, I would give it an 8 out of 10. You know, this is a really, the record is a really solid record. And I would recommend to people who like indie rock music, and especially if you think, if you think that there's no new music that has like that retro vibe, but with some modern tendencies, listen to Boygenius in the record because they will prove you wrong. So, people, what are your thoughts on Boygenius and the record? What are your favorite tracks? Comment. We would really want to know. And we would also like for you guys to, to subscribe to our channels. I'm almost nearing 700, so it's pretty exciting. And as you can see now, I'm full-time with a couch almost all the time, so that's good. And also subscribe to Senorita Sabrosura and get her merch.
New merch.
New merch. So especially for you people who like things handmade, crafted, go and follow Senorita Sabrosura on sabrosura.art.
And even if you're a guy or girl that doesn't use earrings, I have other stuff, coffee mugs, coasters, a lot of stuff. But you can get them for your mom, your daughter, your cousin, girlfriend, friend.
Your mistress, whoever.
Oh my God.
Just whoever, just give it to a stranger in the street. Here, have some earrings. And yeah, you never know. Maybe that stranger could become someone. But yeah, so if again, we thank you for watching the videos and give us a like. Don't forget to subscribe. And coming up next, we have obviously more album reviews and interviews. So keep watching. So until next time, people, this is Hector, the Shield on a Couch.
Señorita Sabrosura.
And we'll see you here next time on the couch. Thank you and good night.